All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Tyron'e Southern's Cooking, back at you today with another video. Yeah, y'all heard me talking about that jelly cake. A lot of you old schools and people that's from down south gonna know what I'm talking about when I talk about a jelly cake. But you city peoples, you young peoples, you have the slightest idea what I'm talking about. But anyway, we finna cook a jelly cake. And I don't say that only that, I had some subscribers wanted me to also cut the cake. So we're going to cut the cake, and we're going to even eat some of the cake on video. So I want you to pay very close attention to how I do this here. It's not that hard. And stay tuned. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start this here off the right way. And you know what way that is. Put some soap and water on these hands. That's what we're going to do. All right, let's get this party started. We got 3 cups of all-purpose flour right here. And we got a 1/4 salt. We got 1/8 teaspoon of baking powder. And we got 1 teaspoon of baking soda. So we're going to go ahead and put that in there, the baking soda, the salt, and the baking powder. And what we're going to do after we do that, and yes, by the way, these are not shot glasses, like I always say. It's no drinking over here. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and we're going to mix this up a little bit with our siffler. Not our siffler, but I can't think of the name of it right now. But anyway, we're going to mix this up, and then we're going to sift it. We're going to sift it as well. Gotta get another spoon here. I'm going to go ahead and start dumping this flour in this old school sifter here. Well, my mother used to have one of these things right here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to sift this and make sure there ain't no lumps in the flour or anything. Then we're going to pour the rest of our flour in there as well. Sift it as well. Just like that there. Get this and sift it up real good here. Then we're going to put this to the side. All right. We're going to set this flour to the side. Then we're going to come along with our bigger pan. And right here we got 3 sticks of unsalted butter, room temperature. The eggs, room temperature. The milk is room temperature. Everything is room temperature. And the reason why it's room temperature because it makes your cake moist. So what we're going to do now, we got 2 cups of sugar as well. We're going to go ahead and blend that in as well. So what we're going to do, and then we're going to start mixing this sugar up, this butter and sugar together. Hold on, I need me a spatula. Let me go ahead and get that now. Go ahead and get that now. Let me go ahead and get me a cup, my bowl here to sit the spatula in. Sit this stuff in out the way. Get organized here. So we're going to go ahead and sift this up. We're going to do this in about 10 minutes. Because we're trying to make the, we don't want to feel it gritty. We're trying to make it smooth. So I'm going to be back with you when I get this mixed up good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got this mixed up. So what we're going to do now, we're going to put some vanilla extract in here. I got the generic vanilla extract. I don't got the real deal, so I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of this right here. But if you have the real flavor, you only want to use 1 tablespoon. And I'm also use some lemon extract as well. But I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of lemon extract because this is the real flavor. The other vanilla here is artificial flavor. So I'm gonna double up on that one. So I'm gonna go ahead and put 1 tablespoon of lemon extract in this here. Put the lid on it so I won't spill it. Then we're gonna put two tablespoons of generic extract. Then we're gonna come along and we're gonna put our we got 5 eggs that we're gonna mix in here as well. And we're gonna mix it in all together before we start putting our flour in. So go ahead and set this off. Let me go ahead and set my get my oven started at 350. I got my oven started at 350. And so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and add 1 of these eggs in here. Then we're gonna go ahead and start mixing this, and then we're gonna continue what we're doing until we get all the eggs in. Let's try to put 2 in there that time. Ain't need to put 1 in there, but 2 in there. Alright. Alright, so what we're finna start doing now, we're finna go ahead and start putting our flour in. And we got our 1 cup of milk right over here. And we're gonna go ahead and start adding our flour in. Gonna put a little bit in. Blend it up. Turn that off, and then we're gonna straight the sides one more time and get one more mix in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got that mixed up. Got our batter mixed up. Now we're gonna go ahead. We got 3 pans here. We already know grease the bottom of it with some Crisco, and then we're gonna come along, we're gonna spray it as well. Sit this out the way. We're using baker jar. That's one. That's 2. That's 3. All right. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna try to distribute this evenly. I think I probably. Where's my other spoon yet? Oh, here it is. I'm gonna clean my spoon up. All right. Let's see. Can we get one here, one there, one here, one here, 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 one here, one here, one here. All right. A little here, a little here, a little here. So I'll just go ahead and put the rest of this in. All right, about even as I can get it. So what I'm gonna do, go ahead and give it a sift like this, huh? Like that there. Pick it up like that there. Make it even. Just like that there, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to pat it a couple of times. Now we're going to go ahead and put this in the oven. We got our oven reach this temperature, 350. And we're going to set these in the oven. I'll give you the right time when I take them out. I'm going to set my timer. Because sometimes it depends on how your stove cook. Everybody's stove cook different. So I'm going to say about 35 minutes at the longest. But we'll be right back. We finna clean up some of this mess we got going on here. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We got our apple jelly that we're going to use to put on top of the cake. I mean, you can use... I only know people to use... older people when I was coming up use apple jelly. But I have seen some people use preserved stuff like that there, you know. But how I grew up, we grew up on the jelly cake. I never tasted apple preserved cake, so I don't know how that would taste. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be too much different from the jelly cake. Depends on what kind of preserve you're using. But what we doing now, we taking this jelly out of the jars. We got 3 jars really, but we're gonna start out with 2. And yeah, by the way, when I use this cake here calls for 3 cups of sugar. So I only use 2 cups of sugar. But I'm gonna put I didn't use the whole cup of milk. I only used 2/3 cups of milk because I didn't have 3 cups of sugar, so it didn't take the whole cup of milk. So I used 2/3 of milk. I'm gonna put that in the description box in case you cook this cake and you use 2 cups of sugar instead of 3. Like I said, it costs for 3, but I don't ever put 3 cups of sugar in my cake because 2 cups is, to me, is sweet enough. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna stir it, loosen this jelly here up like this right here. We're gonna loosen it up real loose so we can be able to spread it on the cake. That's what we're doing now. We loosening it up. We have a fork and we're loosening it up so we can spread it on our cake. And we also are gonna add coconut with this cake as well. So the jelly is, if I have to put the other jar of jelly in there, that's no problem. I don't want to open it now and don't need it, and I don't open it and pour it out the jar. I'd rather you start off with 2, and we'll go from there. Stay tuned. The cake is still in the oven, and we'll be right back at you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been 35 minutes exact. Been exactly 35 minutes, and the cake is coming out the oven. They no separated on the side. And another way you tell if your cakes are done, you always want to get your clean toothpick and you want to stick it in the middle. If it come out clean, it's done. They're done. So it was in there 35 minutes on 350. And so what we're going to do now, we're going to let these cakes cool off for about 15 minutes. Then we're going to start applying our jelly and our coconuts. So stay tuned. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We let our cakes cool off. We stuck them in the refrigerator for about maybe 30 minutes. And they cooled off pretty good. And now what we're going to do, we're going to start putting our jelly on. We'll start putting our jelly on. Take our fork out of here for a minute. And what we're going to do, we're going to get us a scoop of this jelly. Like this right here. Before we go ahead and poke a few holes in this as well too. So we're going to go ahead and smooth this out a little bit. We're going to go ahead and be doing the sides as well as we doing the top. You want your cakes to be kind of real cool now, because if not, this jelly will melt and you won't be able to work with it as well if you was to let it cool. So I can just ease it on down just like that there and hit them sides at the same time. Just like that there. Pull a little bit off the top just like that there. Right on the side. Just like that there. Our cake is a little uneven because, well, this one is, but the other two is not. You know, we tried to even the batter out as much as we could. So anyway, Then what we're gonna do, we're gonna add a little, go ahead and add a little coconut in between these, huh?
Just a little, Tyron'e. It's a jelly cake, not the coconut jelly cake. Don't mess it up.
Just a little bit, not too much. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start putting some gel on this one right here, the second layer. Just like that there. Now our cake is perfectly even. Perfectly even. Spread it just like that there. Then we're gonna, like I said, then what we're gonna do, we're gonna add just a little bit more at the edge. If I can run it down on the side. And we're gonna build the side as we go along. Just like that there. Building the side as we go along. I should have put me a wax paper down. Matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm putting me a wax paper down. All right, we got some wax papers down. As we do this, put this down. This cake, this gel on the side. Just a little bit on the side there. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't open that third jar. If I'd opened that third jar, I'd have had way too much jelly. But that working out fine now, man. That working out real good though. Just bring it down, just like that though. You'll coat the whole side. Coat the whole side. Just like that though. Like that there. Now we're gonna go ahead and put our other one on top. Put a little coconut on, just a little bit, not too much. Just a little bit of coconut, just a little bit of coconut. Go ahead and stick our other one, set the other one on top. Just like that there. All right. All right. Smooth it on out like that there. Just like that there. That jelly right there need to be blended up some more. All right, we're gonna be able to go down on the side here, just like we did earlier. Sometimes you might have to lift up and lift it back up. Get too much on the plate. Just like that there. Just like that there, ladies and gentlemen. It's working out just fine. All right. Take that excess jelly right there. Scoop that back over there in the thing. Just like that there. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we finna slice into this cake right here and see what we got going on. See what we got going on. See what we got going on, ladies and gentlemen.
On TV, you gonna put your thumb in your mouth.
But I didn't see.
I see it.
Well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is our jelly cake we got going on right here. This is the jelly cake that we got going on right here. And this how it look right here. That's it right here. So we're gonna eat us a little piece of it and see what it tastes like. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I suggest that y'all try to make this cake here. Watch the video, study the video, write the recipe down, get it in your spirit, get it in your soul. By the time you get ready to cook it, you'll know how to do it by heart. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, put a thumbs up, ring the bell for you to be notified, and everybody have a wonderful day. Peace.